Hello, welcome to another episode on Glamour Diary. My name is Mercy Udasin, and I remain your humble host. Yeah. I have Anyako Henry Chigozie with me in the studio. He is an indigene of Enugu State, and he studied computer engineering from Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Can you beat that? And guess what? He's a singer. He's an artist. Yes, you heard me right. It's amazing that you studied computer engineering and you're singing. Hmm. I like to really get to know you and really love the audience to get to meet you. Stay tuned and enjoy today's episode. Hi, Mr. Anyako Henry Chigozie. Lest I forget, Henry here just released a new album or EP, if that's the right word. And I'm truly excited to get to meet him. And I would really love you to anticipate because there's so much juice to squeeze from him. And I'm really excited. He goes by the stage name Henrotion. And that's kind of amazing. How did you get that stage name, Henrotion? Because that's like the amazing thing. When I first saw your name, I'm like, is it from Erosion? He got Henrotion. But when I saw your name, Henry, I'm like, okay, so how did the Roshan come into play?
Right.
But please tell us about how you got the name Henrotion.
All right. First, I'm gonna say thank you for having me.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
So Henrotion. Way back as a science student, way back in secondary school back then, we used to say in physics that a body is said to be at rest when that body is not in motion.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I said to myself, I'm not at rest here. I keep moving, I keep walking, I keep, life goes on. You just keep moving and keep getting higher and higher and higher. There's no bus stop to success. So you just have to keep going. And I said to myself, I'm not at rest. And I got that word motion and I brought straight to Henry. And so the meaning of Henrotion is Henry in motion, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Oh. Wow. So a name far back when you were in secondary school
Yeah.
and you're still maintaining that name.
Yeah, I used to be part of a group way back
So
in Port Harcourt. We're like, I don't know,
what
five
was
or
the group
six.
into basically?
Music. Yeah, music.
I'm going to really draw and squeeze a lot of juice.
This juice you want squeeze. Eh?
I really am because
Yeah.
I really find you interesting in the sense that from your profile, I was just like, okay. And I'm like, okay. I can't wait to meet you. And you're here. Welcome to the studio, Henrotion. We are glad
Thank you
to
again.
have you. Yes. For those of you watching at home, stay tuned to the end. Henrotion, give us a little bit history about you. Let our audience get to know you.
I think you've said it all.
Nah.
Yeah, I think you have. Well, basically, studied computer engineering
Yeah.
in Enugu State University of Science and Technology. Yeah, and yeah, I hear you say, how come I'm doing music while I study computer engineering? I don't want to throw that question back to you because I know what you study is not what you're doing here right now. But yeah, that's fine. But I mean, it's cool because I basically way back I understood the difference between having the talent and having a profession. Do you understand? So some people turn their talent to a profession basically, and some people have talent and decide to go to the university to study something else for their profession. So I used to have this thing for computers basically way back. So I knew I was just gonna go to school and study computer engineering or sciences, but I had this art gift in me when it comes to acting, singing, entertainment. Yeah, I had that in me, but I knew that computer is part of what I wanted to do as well. So I said to myself, you know what, I'm just going to go to school first. I'm going to study this is what I want to study in school. And when I come out, because I know I have this in me, I'm just going to focus on this and make it grow. Now, even while I do music, excuse me, even while I do music as a producer, I still use the computer to produce. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
imagine not having that knowledge way back. Basically still going to affect what I do right now. So everything works together. And yes, from a family of 5, the last, but I don't add like one. Yeah, so I'm a musician, I'm a producer, a radio producer as well. I'm a dancer, an actor. So just say an all-round entertainer. Yeah,
Oh, you're a
exactly.
dancer. I'd love to see you dance. Like, you don't look like a dancer at all. You look too serious to be a dancer.
Sometimes you just have to be serious. Like a
Okay.
serious dancer.
A serious dancer. So I love your hair. Like, how do I call it? I sure love your bears. Like, it's well carved and well shaped. Your baba did a great job, and probably should stick to that baba. Yeah,
That guy is expensive.
but you did a great job. It's
I
very
know.
neat and clean.
You know when you're paying your barber and you're just checking, you're just looking at him while you're doing the transfer and you're like, guy, but you just have to pay because I mean, like you said, he's doing a great job. So I mean, kudos to
Yeah.
everyone out there who is doing a great job. You know.
Yeah, yeah. So let's dive straight into your career as an artist. So you said you started singing when you were very young, yeah, and you belonged to a group.
Yeah.
How did you ever think that you were going to do music full time?
Yeah. Yeah. So funny enough, yeah, I started off acting way back in Port Harcourt. I started off acting. I knew I had the music thing in me. I was part of like the church choir, you know. I know you probably have heard that a lot. But yeah. So I was part of like church choir. So but then I was more focused on like acting. You know, I had script, I was acting movies way back in Port Harcourt, and then when I went to there was an event I actually attended, and then I knew that people are singing, and sometimes I heard them sing off keys, and I'm like, what is this? You know, I said to myself, you know what? I think it's high time I, tap into my music, the music part of me, and express myself from that angle. And then, yeah, that's it. I started off. I had some of my friends who were interested in music as well. They were good at what they do musically, so we had to come together and, had a group way back called Bright Stars. Yeah, Bright Stars. So
Bright stars.
yeah, memories just taking my mind way back. Yeah, so we're 5. We're 5 of us in number. Yeah, but there's a but to the story. I am the only one still doing music right now.
Sometimes my guess is correct
What was that?
because most people who start music quite early when they were young eventually just through the craft because no money or maybe they didn't blow or something, and then they just go and get one hustle and start living life.
I start living life. Yeah.
Yes, so I'm even amazed that you're still standing. Like I said, there's something spectacular about this young man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to soon find out more.
I'm weird.
Henrotion, yeah.
Yeah.
So you said something in passing, and
Okay.
what you said was when the 5 of you were doing music, I really want to know, how did you feel back then? Because back then it was like not everybody was basically going into music. Unlike now that we see almost every young person wants to do music. How did you feel? Did you tell yourself that, oh, I'm going to do music and I'm still trying to wrap it around my head? Because most of us, while we're growing up, we had big dreams, but I don't think music was being a musician was part of it, especially in this side of the world where back then musicians were not earning so well like now, where you hear people top artists selling out the O2 Arena and the likes of that.
Yeah.
Back then it was nothing like that. We would only hear of our local musicians and they were thriving, they were actually trying to do well. So how did you sustain that dream from a child till this time?
First, I'm going to say family. Yeah, when you come from a family where they support you, they support your dream, they support what you do, that gives you, it takes you to a certain level, in terms of believing in yourself and knowing fully well that this is a passion and you want to see it through. So first, I want to say my family, and then secondly, I think it's the passion. I saw beyond just being part of the group like we were at the time. I saw beyond that, and basically, I mean, it speaks for itself because, like I said, I'm just the only one doing music out of five of us way back. So I knew this is what I wanted to do. Yeah, I enjoyed doing it. I as a producer, I produced a lot of albums for people, artists in Port Harcourt way back, and then when I came to Lagos, I just said to myself, this is it. This is where I want to do this music and take it to the next level, And yes, that's it. So I'm just gonna say passion. Passion is the one thing that has kept me hungry, that has kept me going, even when it seems like nothing is working. But I just keep going. Like you said, I mean, way back, nobody thought music was gonna be a thing. Um, Nobody also thought, because I also, growing, you have to do a lot because you want to just keep yourself busy and as
Yeah.
well make money. I one time was a photographer. I worked as a photographer. And I'm just going to say this, yeah. A friend of mine that we actually were together, he actually started photographing at the time as well. He is a big shot right now in Port Harcourt.
Wow.
And I can't tell you how much dude is making of photography. But way back, nobody thinks a photographer is somebody that needs to be recognized or being applauded or something. Same to music, because parents at the time would want you to have some academic profession. Are you a doctor? Are you a lawyer?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you an engineer? Stuff, and all that. But we've come to understand that when it comes to humans do better when they express themselves, not when they're being told to express themselves.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're here. We'll go by that count: 1, 2, 3, action. But you see, yeah, if the cameras are not here, you're definitely going to express yourself differently from you're doing now. So,
Yes.
such is life. And when you understand that this is who you want to become or this is what you want to do, you just have to keep on that track, and that's it.
So when did you come to Lagos to pursue your music career?
Let me just say 2011. Yes, 2011.
Okay.
So I came to Lagos and then went back to Enugu. At the time I was schooling. I went back to Enugu. So I was just visiting and going back and stuff. Yeah, because it wasn't easy at the time, having school on the other side and having to chase music on the other side. So I had to drop acting because it was just too much for me. So I had to drop acting and I was just doing music. So a friend of mine, you know him, Swanky Jidekene, the actor Living in Bondage, the sequel, yeah.
Oh.
We're together in the same theater group way back in Enugu. And a couple of guys and be like, bro, you have to come back, and I said, we're together, no wala. But I'm doing this side, you're doing that side. Oh, good, I was happy. So yeah, say 2011, 2012, but in and out, in and out. Yeah. But fully, I got to stay in Lagos. Like I decided I was going to stay fully in Lagos 2014.
So how has the journey been coming to Lagos? Because you already had a background.
Yeah.
So you had where you were coming from. And probably you would have been used to the system over there. And now coming into a city filled with hustle and bustle. How did you cope? Especially trying to now find your feet in the industry.
It wasn't easy, because at the time we had people say, I think it still happens now. They'll say Lagos sound is different from Port Harcourt sound, or
It
different
is.
from. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But it was the thing like way back. So I remember when I went to a radio station and I gave them my song and they played the song, like, you say you're coming from, I said, Port Harcourt. I said, "Ah, you don't sound like Port Harcourt people. I'm like, how do Port Harcourt people sound? Really? I just feel like people just do music. But then I think right now I begin to understand that there's a culture in every location. Do
Yeah.
you understand? Yeah, there's a culture, the music culture in every location. So, so for me, it was like, it was tough. I was trying
can
to settle in.
imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, settle in a state where I know nobody. Big shout out to my guy Manny. I had to stay at Manny's place in Oba for a couple of months. He housed me there, and yeah. So he showed me around, go here, don't go here, and all of that stuff. So I just came to Lagos with my bag and my CDs. I was just moving around. I went to Alaba at the time. I tried to put my song on a mixtape. That was my first official single, Oluchi. Yeah, I was lucky. I paid money, and man, I had a lot of bad people in this industry. Like, they would just take your money and not do anything for you. Yeah, so the amount I paid, I didn't get half the result I was supposed to. But I mean that's part of the story right now. So, yeah, it's been fun, though tough, but it's been fun because I decided I just want to enjoy this. Yeah. I didn't tell myself I have to blow tomorrow. That's where pressure comes in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just said, you know what? Have fun. Do music, just have fun. And when it happens, you're just gonna see it happen. You know.
So you said you were supported by your family.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe because you are the last one of the family, because many family don't support, especially back then.
Yeah.
You want to be a musician, so you are wasting all the money we used to send you to school.
Yeah.
Well, but I would really like to know why that support in your own words. So, what did you think made them to see something unique in you to pursue music, and they allowed you?
Okay, first I come from a music family. So that caps it really. My mom, she's a dancer. My dad plays the instruments as well. Um, my sisters musically, they're like, I have one who is also a musician professionally. Yeah, just so for me, it was easy for them to say, okay, you know what, this is what we do. Entertainment is our thing. We like having fun. Sometimes in the house in the evening, I probably just be hitting the desk. My sister is singing. My dad is there doing. My mom is there. So we just have fun in the house. But when they got to know that, oh, he is serious about this, and he likes what he's doing, he's having fun. And there was a time my dad listened to one of my songs and he was like, I didn't know you were really serious with this music, and then he was like, I give you my blessings and I give my support. And yeah, so that's it. It was easy for me, really, because first, family, music family, and then secondly, they saw that I was really serious, and not just because they want to support somebody and they support you and you don't end up doing what you say you want to do.
Yeah.
I kept to my words, and yeah.
So, what would you have to say about the Nigerian entertainment industry? So, the music industry in particular.
What do I have to say about it?
Now, let me rephrase my
Okay.
question. So, as an artist in this industry,
Yeah.
how are artists perceived in the Nigerian industry? Now, I was listening to an interview of Tyler, and she was talking about, one of the things I noticed about her is wherever she gets interviewed, she always talks about her country, because in her country, apparently, in her words, in her country, it's not something that is really, really thriving. Nigeria is, yeah, like according to what she said in her words, because Nigeria is like the giant of Africa and is still in the limelight. That's
So
just the
was she
truth.
referring to the style of music she does now? Because we all know South Africa had, like, way back, we talk of a lot of top musicians I can't really start mentioning right now. Like, we used to jam.
Yeah.
What's her name? Is it Brenda or Brandy or something?
Brenda Fassie.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of them. So
No,
musically, I think
over time, I think their sound kind of, Nigeria kind of overshadowed them. Let's just be honest. Like the Nigeria industry is one unique industry that, in short, we they overshine. I really like that. I have to say this in front of camera. We do overshine. Everywhere we enter, we don't even need to enter. Like, you just hear about us and we are thriving.
Yeah.
So at some point, it seems like the Nigerian entertainment music industry overshadowed some African nations that had singers in them. Probably if you even hear one person, you are lucky. When you check the top charts, you see Nigerians at least occupying up to almost 10 of the first 10 or first 15. And with hits music, it's hard you hear from other countries and all of that. Probably I'm misinterpreting her words, probably. But that was what I got. So when I'm now saying that, how do you perceive our industry? So do you think it's something that can thrive now? Because before now, we had singers who used to sing meaningful song. Permit me to use this language. Yes.
Okay.
Meaningful song. When I say meaningful song, I mean good lyrics. But we are in a generation where everything you hear is shake your ash, and like I kind of find like the vulgar language in these songs are so much. Yeah. So that's why I'm asking, in your words, would you say the Nigerian music industry is still going to thrive and still going to maintain being the giant of Africa?
Yes, and that's a big yes. You know, um, why? Because you see, we have. You, I mean, you rightly said we have this hustling spirit. We are we are creative over here. You
Yeah.
understand? Whether it's our sound, whether it's somebody else's sound, we know how to make it sound better. So say for instance, we pick the piano. We know how to vibe on the piano and make it
Like
sound better than
the
who
original.
has the piano.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it's our thing. It's inbuilt. It's in us. Do you understand? So you can't take it out. The industry is gonna go. See, it's gonna go higher than what it is right now. When it comes to the messages in our content lyrically, I usually say this. Yeah, every music is appealing to a certain audience. You
Yeah.
understand? So I mean, you like the world is big, the world is there. You choose what you want to consume.
Yeah.
You get. So I'm not going to tell somebody not to do a kind of music that they want to do. You should be able to understand why you're in this, the reason why you started doing music. Some people don't know why they are doing this. Some people just do it for the fun. Some just do it for the moment. So, but I can assure you that in time to come, we're going to have more musicians who are going to come out with clean lyrics. We're going to have beautiful songs that are going to be appealing to both the kids and the adults. We're going to have songs that you can play with your family and just dance and have fun, entertaining. Not You're not going to be scared to I wish I was supposed to play this song where Junior is. You're not going to be scared of that. You understand? So, but when it comes to those kind of songs, you probably would know that there are songs like this, and you wouldn't want those songs to come into your home. You understand? So there are
Yeah.
places where those songs might
I meant
thrive.
for, yeah.
You understand? There are people who will consume that song and be happy.
Yeah, true.
Do I care about them? I don't. But I'm telling you, yeah, for me, I've decided that this is what I want to do. I want to do clean music. I want to whatever it is that is called clean. That's what I want to be part of. I want to be associated with. And we have likes of Johnny Drill. We have likes of
Yeah.
even Spyro. We have so a lot of people that there's a new trend right now. There's a new camp, building up the soldiers who are coming to add a different feel to the music. We're not saying every other person who does that kind of music should go behind. No,
Yeah.
it's a big
I get,
space.
yeah.
The cloud is big for everybody to shine. So we're only saying that we also have a voice. We also have something to say. So let's have our space as well.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
So this brings me back to you. Your EP that you just released. You titled it Love and Seed.
Yeah.
What's the concept behind the name? Because I have actually,
Do you want to share your thoughts?
before I share my thoughts, maybe I should hear your thoughts and then see
Are you
if
sure mine is not going to influence yours?
Nah, I'm going to tell you eventually.
Okay.
So tell me why you chose that title, Love and Seed.
Yeah. So I've been answering this for a very long time.
I really
Even
need
when
to hear.
even when I was asking myself what exactly am I gonna title this EP, I knew that this is gonna be like something I have to defend, something I have to speak about. So when you I don't know if you're popular with this saying, garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
So whatever you give is what you get.
Get,
Do
yeah.
you understand? You can't type C in the computer and it brings D.
Just brings out the computer engineering in him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I feel like if you give love to nature, yeah, it gives birth to a seed. So that seed could be, let's take for instance, you're walking down the road and you see somebody who is helpless. Yeah, like the story of the Good Samaritan.
Yeah.
Now, and you help that person. You are investing into a human. You're showing love to a human, to Mother Nature, right? Now, that person who you end up helping today, and let's say that person becomes somebody tomorrow, comes back to do something even greater for you. That person is the seed that has grown to now become something. So all you did was to express love,
Yeah.
and that love begot a seed, and that seed grew to.
So I think I am right because that was exactly the picture that was painted in my mind. And I said to myself, this must be a very intentional person. People don't just pick topic, like pick names. While I was reading, because I had to reason a whole lot, like, this is strange. Like, people pick things, but then I don't know their reason for picking it. But I feel people should be more intentional when picking things. So when I saw the name and I reasoned in line with what you just said, I just said to myself, it has to be intentional. Yeah.
Always. I mean, you have to.
Yeah. I'm glad to be having this conversation with you because it makes me just see music from a beautiful aspect. I want to ask you another question.
Yeah.
So, have you ever been served breakfast before?
Yeah. I mean, breakfast is a normal thing.
No.
If you don't have
Like,
breakfast, well,
no. Not the normal breakfast, like the
no, I get, yeah.
other breakfast.
The other breakfast, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everybody,
Don't collect.
yeah, everybody don't collect. Whether maybe, way back when you used to do childhood drama like mommy, daddy, whether you collect that time or you collect anytime. Everybody's been served, you get. So, yeah.
You know why I asked that question?
Why?
Probably Sade wanted to serve you breakfast and then you made that song for Sade because while I was listening to it, I'm like,
Okay.
Sade, oh.
Oh, the way I was screaming and calling Sade. Yeah. That's the beautiful thing about art.
Yeah.
So it's make believe, right? So the thing is, sometimes how I draw my inspiration sometimes is mostly not always from my experience. Sometimes from people's experience. And sometimes I just imagine, okay, something like this can happen. You understand? So it's make believe. I just, as the creator, I just create that and bring it in and serve.
Wow. That song made me to just laugh a lot in my house.
Really?
Like, I was listening to it and I'm like, Shadi, what did you do to this man? Please, just accept him back. Or accept him. I don't know. I was just laughing. I'm like, oh, Shadi. And I said, I have to just ask you this one. Though it's hilarious, but then I just had to ask it. So tell us a little about the songs. When I listened to the collection of songs and this particular EP, I found that the songs are quite amazing, if I should use this word, amazing. Why? Lyrically, I love it. And the message is clear, very clear. So tell us how you got inspiration to, beautifully craft out these songs.
So where do I start from? We have a 5-track EP.
Yeah.
The first track is titled 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, next one, Surely.
Second, Surely. Oh, wow. That's cool.
I think I like
I'm
that.
amazed.
I loved listening to the Surely.
Surely, right?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3 is a love song. I actually wrote that for my wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, proudly married.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a husband. I'm a father.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And you don't look it.
I don't understand. Do they write it?
No. Like, you look so young.
Yeah.
And you don't look like, daddy.
That's it.
Like
I mean, when
daddy.
you're happy and then you're enjoying what you're doing, that's how you
Yes.
look.
Wow.
You get.
I love this. Wow. I really love this. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so I wrote that song for my wife, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Surely came when there was a stage in my life I was, having one or two stuffs, and then I'm a spiritual person as well. So I went praying, and then
Yeah.
if you listen through the song carefully, you see that the first part of the song, the first verse says, goodness and mercy shall follow me
Yeah.
all the days of my life, and I could dwell in the Lord's house. So that's like me telling myself this. And then I said I was just going to put in the music and think about it, and say, who no go know when the blessings of God come. My guy, I'm allergic to poverty. Do you understand? Yeah, that's it for Surely.
So sorry to cut you short. That was the first song I listened to.
Oh, really?
And I was like, is he a gospel artist? So let me listen more. And then when I listen to the other tracks, I'm like, okay, okay. So
Yeah,
this just tells the kind of person he is. And
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So do you want
Wow.
to help me with the third track on the EP?
Ah, so the name, hold on.
Fever.
Fever, yeah.
Yeah, Fever.
Then the next one is Shade.
Is that?
Shade is the
Yes,
fourth one,
yes,
yeah?
yes, yes, yes. You're
Shade.
right. You're right. So Fever was produced by Flip Ties,
Okay.
legendary Flip Ties, the guy that produced Chop My Money for P Square.
Oh,
Yeah, one of my senior bros in the industry.
wow.
Whereas every other song on the EP was produced by RJ.
Okay.
Yeah, RJ record me. Yeah,
Wow.
my bro. Yeah, so Fever. Also, I co-wrote that song with my wife. Yeah, she's a poet.
Creative,
Yeah,
marrying a creative.
she's a poet.
Wow.
So we actually sat together and we wrote that song. That's even one of our faves in the EP. You know, and then Sade. I've had Sade for over 6 years.
Whoa.
I've had Sade there, but I don't know. Like I have over 300 songs, like unreleased. You know, so there are just songs when I'm ready to. Okay, I think this song is just it suits what I'm doing, and I just go to the archive and bring back and put it in. You know, and then I have Beautiful You.
Yeah.
Beautiful You is another song again that's special to me. Yeah, because it's just talking about the inner beauty, not just the physical look. Yeah, that's your heart. You know, so that's where love and seed really, really comes in more. Do you understand? Yeah, so.
So because I now know that you're a father, I would like to ask this. How do you juggle fatherhood and being an artist? Especially when you have shows, because I noticed that you'll be going on tour this year, yeah?
Yeah.
So how do you handle that?
Well, I mean, first things first is getting married to someone who understands you. I mean, when the understanding is there, it's easier. Yeah, so I mean, it's just the flow. You know, everybody understands this is daddy's job. This is daddy's business. So it's like waking up in the morning and going to work.
Yeah.
You get so yeah. So I go and I do my thing, and whenever I'm not out there doing my stuff, I'm usually home. Do you understand? Family is everything. So I'm usually back home with my family. We're playing, we're talking, we're strategizing, we're doing stuff. Yeah, and she actually is my strategy manager as well. So it's like everything is just within the family, so it makes it easier. Yeah.
I really like that. Everything is within the family and makes it easier. So this just tells me, like I said, you are an intentional person.
Amen. Amen.
And my guess is hardly wrong.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I can see that really.
All right, Henrotion.
Yeah.
Tell me more about how you would like to, I don't know right now because from okay, this EP I didn't see you feature anyone.
Yeah.
So in future, who would you like to feature? Who would you like to work with? Already I'm guessing one person, but tell
I think
us.
this time you have to go first.
Johnny
Yeah.
Drill.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, I like his style of music.
And your personality is almost like the same. He's
Same,
so
right?
calm, he's cool.
But we'll get trouble, oh. No, just come like that. We'll not just come
trouble
like
go
that. Yo.
plenty.
No, he plenty, oh, boy, right? He plenty. But the thing is, I like what he does. You know,
Yeah.
I respect him. I know a bit of Johnny's story. Do you understand? So that's why I respect how far he's come with his craft. Not just being a musician, but also a producer, and a good producer for that matter. So I would love to work with Johnny. I would love to work with Spyro as well. Timi Dakolo. I'm just calling people who are in my bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So music is music, really, and wherever it takes you, I'm open to do collaborations with anybody, as long as it's music and we have something to sell. We have something to tell the people. I'm up for it. Yeah.
Let me digest all of that.
That's a deep breath.
Yeah, let me digest all of that. It just shows your philosophy about life.
Okay.
Tell us how you see life.
How I see life. Okay. My philosophy about life is never stop your life because you're chasing a dream. That's like never allow life pass you by because you're chasing a dream. I see people say they want to do music and they just focus on doing music. They want to go to school. They don't want to do any other thing in life.
Except
They just want to
music.
do music. Now the thing is, that's like putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Now, if he fails, you're done. And another thing again is always start early. Two things that comes with starting early. If you fail or if you make any mistake,
You can
there's
continue.
time to
Yeah.
correct it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, if you don't make any mistake, you have enough time to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Do you get? So that's why when you say I look young because I love starting early. So it gives me enough time to enjoy life,
Yeah.
do the things that I really want to do. Now, sometimes because you want to start early doesn't mean it's going to come early. But there's a certain way the universe just, comes into play and accept everything for you when you see yourself doing it, when you see yourself living it, you speak it, you live it. I'm not talking about fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, this is what I want for myself. You see yourself living that life. It just comes. There's a way, I don't know, but it comes.
Law of attraction, if we can say that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Henrotion. I really love having this conversation right now because
I'm here.
it just gives me a whole new perspective to a musician or an artist, and it's
No,
It's
we're
so
not
real that
crazy
you're
people.
seizing here.
A lot of people think musicians are crazy people.
see,
No, we're not
it's
crazy
not like
people.
we think, because we see it.
Yeah.
We see it like in the lifestyle, in the behavior, and it's gradually affecting our society.
Maybe few persons are not selling us right, but
Not
yeah.
few.
I mean, we can't say because the whole world thinks Nigeria is known for scam and all that, and everybody's a scammer in Nigeria. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
let's just hope that it gets better than worse.
I'm really happy. I'm really happy to see that you think different. To see that well, I don't know you up close, but from having this conversation, it just shows the kind of person you are. Now, when you're looking at the moral decadency in the society, because a lot of people do not want to admit that music is actually a way through which messages are being passed. And the younger generation is looking up to our artists. And most of our artists, especially in this time and season,
Yeah.
a lot of, I'm trying to look for a very appealing word, a lot of beautiful content is being displayed online in terms of character, in terms of lifestyle. We see the trends of socially bad behavior, and our children are watching these things because it breaks my heart, in as much as sometimes we want to shy away from the truth. But it's the truth. It's
Honestly.
a reality, and children are becoming toxic because they watch, they follow, they idolize artists. Now, this leads me to my question, and that question is, as an artist, in what way would you like to contribute your quota in saving the world? If I would use that word,
Saving the
saving the
world.
world.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you rightly said, just about the content. Because I remember telling a friend of mine, a musician as well, I said, we're all ministers.
True.
I'm not putting in quote like, say, gospel singers.
Yeah,
or
I
what.
get you.
The truth is, because we have people who want to be like us,
Yeah.
people who look up to us and say, I like this person and I want to be like this person. So we're all ministers. Now, what you sell is actually affecting somebody's life. What you sell, you're actually selling somebody's life, if that makes sense. So if your content basically is becoming somebody's lifestyle, You know, there are some people who would put out a song and tell you from the first verse that when they wake up in the morning, this is what they do. From here, they do this, they do that. Da, da, da. Now that now becomes somebody's lifestyle.
Yeah.
Do you get? So for me, it's we can save the world with music. Really, one of the great musicians that I respect so much, late Michael Jackson, when he did the song "Heal the World," you could see how powerful that song is.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me, like I said earlier, I probably will not, make everybody do the same music. So perhaps it's not boring. People should do the kind of music that they want
Different
to do.
genres.
Yeah, you can consume anything you want to consume. Do you understand? But understand what you need. Now, for the sake of our society, we should be concerned. We should look at the society and be like, okay, how's it faring? How's it doing right now? Are we proud of what we're putting out there? How's it affecting the younger generation coming up? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like you said, a lot is happening right now. When you go into social media, you see too many things that the eyes will not want to behold. And these things come into play also from the content we put out there. I saw one video sometime someone said he wants them to bury him alive or something. I don't know if you guys saw that on TikTok. And I heard TikTok actually banned his account or something. So you can see the extent people go because they want to be popular and stuff. Do you understand? I mean, you don't even mind what's going to happen to you. There's a lot of thoughts that could come to your head when you look at stuff like that. So it's high time we begin to see life like we're not going to be here for so long. You understand? So let's play our part. Do something that is going to make the land still stay green when we're no longer here.
Yeah.
Because we met it that way. You understand? So you don't mess it up and go. Just do something. Play your part to make sure that land is still green when you're out. So somebody's going to come in and, come from that place to cultivate a certain culture.
Yeah.
So I believe with music, we can as well change the world.
Yeah.
Or better still save the world.
Music actually a gateway through which...
It's a universal language.
Yeah.
Really.
And it's a gateway to the soul.
Yeah.
A gateway to the soul.
A good music brings peace.
You don't know, you like what that did to me is just like relieving probably some things or some emotions that have been buckled. Because there was a time I see this a lot, so I tried to turn blind eyes to them. I was in ShopRite some years ago, and then a particular music, I wouldn't say the musician, one of this international music was playing, and the way they dress they are literally almost naked. And little children, I guess they came for excursion. I don't know where their teachers were. They just stopped. They were so happy watching. Grown women almost naked on the screen. And in short, they even knew the song. That was the amazing part. So I tried. So that thing was just bottled somewhere inside. And, talking right now, because there's a way I just perceive most artists. Most of them are in it for the money. Because of the money, everybody just wants to do what they are doing. And they don't care about the effects on the younger generation. Like you said, when we leave, what would you be remembered for? And what have you left down?
Exactly. I mean, like I said, I'm a father. I have a son. And honestly, I don't play a certain kind of music in my house. Do you understand? There are music I don't play at home. So when he's grown and he's a man and he decides to play such songs, that's for him. But right now, because he's under my care, I have to direct him. I have to, be there to guide him. So I have to show him what I think is the right thing for him. That's going to help his mind. That's going to help him, you see a lot of people right now, like in quotes, the Gen Zs, people talk about how most people just feel like they just want to end it all.
Yeah.
Some of these things stem from music. Some of these stem from movies.
Yeah.
There are people who are only drawn to horror movies.
Yeah.
And when they watch the horror movies, they can't even sleep.
And most of them want to practice it.
Some want to practice, exactly. So, but yeah, you also rightly say these things are entertainment. You understand? But how far do people who consume these products go to want to even be in your shoes as entertainers? So it's
And the truth
powerful.
is, they even idolize most of these entertainers.
Yeah, they do.
They want to be like them. They look up
Yeah.
to them. Like everything, if an entertainer comes up and says this thing, the child may not listen to their parents, may not even listen to whoever is in, like, is their guardian, but they will follow what that person said. I'm truly, truly happy to have you in the studio. I'm glad you're filled with positive, rich mindset. And that's what I like. Tapping into it is fulfilling. It's fulfilling for me. I don't know about you, my audience, but this is fulfilling for me. And I'm really happy you came. Thank
I'm
you so
happy, and I'm
much.
happy we had the discussion. I mean, from this angle, really,
Yeah.
if you remember the good old days when you listen to a love song, and it's just a love song for a love song. It's not a love
Yeah.
song that tells you what the lady or what the lady's curve is about, or what.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't spell the lady out for you, but
Yeah.
it's just
Just a
sharp
love
praises
song.
on the
Yeah.
lady and love and all of that stuff. Yeah, so we'll probably get there.
Yeah, we will. We will. So, Henrotion, what's your advice to upcoming artists, especially those ones that see a competition with the new rave of sound? Because the new rave of sound right now is very hyperactive. And some persons, because it's like your kind of music is not like the hyper active, and sometimes some persons want to come into the industry but they are like, "Ah, nah, I can't compete with this. Would I even sell?" Like, there's the fear, even if they may not say it out loud, but in their mind their voices are very loud. So what's your advice to such kind of musicians? I just have to say this: someone like Thames made a name for herself, because her style of music is not something that we've known or heard, because everybody has, it comes with season, a rave where
Yeah.
everybody wants to. So what's your advice to someone who wants to do music genuinely, but deep down is not ready for the competition that they see or they've met on ground? I don't
Okay,
know if I
so
put that question well.
I think I get you.
Okay.
First thing I'm gonna say to whoever is watching right now and you want to do music is, see, take the competition out. That's the first thing. You're not competing with anybody. Do you understand? Nobody's watching you. Do your thing. Be yourself. Enjoy it. Like I said, that's what has brought me here. I enjoy doing what I'm doing. Don't say to yourself, no, I mean, it's fine to want to proclaim words and say,
Yeah.
I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, and so on. So it's fine. But don't let that bring pressure on you,
On
else you're
you.
going to be depressed. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Feel free, enjoy yourself. Do music for music. Do music because you love to do music. If it's going to work out, it's going to work out. Say, and the competition in the industry right now is too high.
Too high.
Where the industry is right now. Someone was telling me just yesterday, yeah, that in this industry, there's only a certain kind of people we hear. We don't see people we don't hear stories like this guy just made it from nothing anymore. Yeah, you hardly hear those kind of stories. It has to be a certain. So, but there are people who work hard still and still make it. Social media is there. A lot of people come online and just do freestyles,
Yeah.
and someone will just say, "Oh, this guy has been posting stuff," and so go online, post your stuff. Posting is free. It's your data. Just post. You don't know who's gonna see it. You don't know how many reach you're gonna get. That's how I started off my concert, my event, Henrotion in Expression. Yeah, exactly. So sometimes you don't just wait. Some people say they want to wait when they are Davido before they start doing concerts. First, you don't know when that's gonna be. Don't know if you're gonna be alive to even be there to do the concert. So why wait for the best things? Or why push the best things so far to do them? Or you buy a nice clothes, you say you want to wear this clothes 2025 Christmas. Why? Do you understand? So I feel like the best things are supposed to happen to us are supposed to happen to us now. Because we are alive. We're breathing. So the best things are supposed to happen now. So if I know I already have a fan base out there, so all I needed to do was create an avenue where, so it's frustrating sometimes. You go for people's shows and all you have to perform is just 3 minutes. Sometimes you're performing, tell it, guy, I have to do just one song. Bro. But you know deep down, for me, I knew deep down I have so much that I want to say, so much I want to do while performing, while singing. And I had to create the space for myself. And I have my own show. So people come, buy tickets, come and watch me perform. People who love what I do, who like my music. So you too can do that for yourself. You don't have to wait till you are Davido, till you are Olamide, till you are that.
Yeah.
Because sorry to say, you might not be those people. You might get there still, but you just have to keep going and do what you do for yourself and be happy. Forget the competition, and the sky definitely is going to be your starting point.
Wow, I really love the fact that you said they should forget about the competition.
Yeah.
But is that visible? Like very visible.
Honestly, you have to. The competition is distraction. That's why when you talk about the trend of sound, now honestly too, there's nothing wrong with trying to. If amapiano is the sound vibing, there's nothing wrong in trying to have an amapiano sound, but still have you in the amapiano sound. Now, what people fail to do is you see them have their amapiano sound and try to sound like somebody else in the amapiano sound. So if you are a pop singer, for instance, you could do your pop style in the amapiano sound. There's a song I did, Flipside's produced way back. It's titled Feel It. I think, my third single. Now, the song is an infusion of house and techno. South African house sound and techno music. So you can imagine the infusion of the sound I had. So I had that, and I still have me as an R&B singer who is singing on that song.
Ah.
So you should not lose the juice because you're trying to, maybe perhaps squeeze into a bigger container.
Yeah.
Have the container, but have the sauce still. The sauce is you. People should be able to tell when they hear the song, say, "Oh, this is Henrotion."
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And the Henrotion is not trying to sound like Terry G
someone
because
else.
he's playing Terry G's sound. Yeah, and music is music. Who owns the sound? These are combinations of instruments that come together to produce sound, right?
Wow,
So music is
wonderful.
music, and it's lovely. So express yourself.
Wonderful. I really love that. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to us, if you're still watching us, ensure that you subscribe, ensure that you hit the like button. Don't miss out, because right here we have the best of the best. I'm really, really happy. I feel good having you in the
Thank you.
studio. Thank you so much for
Thank you for
coming.
having me, Randy.
And so, in your words, what would you like to say to your audience, to your fans watching right now?
Okay, guys. Some persons have even been asking me, "Are we having concert this year?" We're having concert this year. Okay, we will have concert this year. The EP is still out. It's still fresh. Make sure you stream. Make sure you download. Make sure you buy. And when you come for the concert, trust me, you're gonna have fun. Better. It's gonna be better than it were last year. Honestly, it's gonna be better. So if you're watching me for the first time, follow me, Henrotion. I am Henrotion on social media platforms. Okay, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I am Henrotion. Henrotion is spelled Henrotion. Okay, I love you guys.
Awesome. Thank you for watching this far. We're super excited and super wowed by Henrotion's appearance in the studio today. I really enjoyed this particular interview, and it just shows that Henrotion is a very, very intentional artist whose crafts is something you should invest in. Like, I call music an investment. Actually, you don't just invest your time, your energy in what would not pay you. So you should be a good businessman, a good businesswoman, and invest in what makes you healthy and sound. So this is from me to you. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your family and your friends. Thank you once again for watching till now. Till we meet next week, I remain Mercy with the same. Bye.